How's it going today, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is Modern Warzone. I'm Doug Dagnabbit, and today we're going to be going over the April 19th update to Warzone, and we're going to be letting you know about the nerfs to the Sykov. The RCXD was removed from the buy station. That crazy loud missile noise, that's gone too. So we're going to crack right into it. All right, you can find this in the description below. We're going to leave a link to it. This is actually our website, ModernWarzone.com. This is written by our wonderful writer, Taylor Cole. He does wonderful work. Be sure to check him out on Twitter. And let's get right into it. So Raven Software dropped a new update for Warzone. They made a tweet about it. Everybody was freaking out. In this update, Raven is nerfing the recently released Sykov pistol that we told the whole community about probably 4 or 5 months before it was released, that it was going to be broken and that it was coming. They wouldn't completely develop a weapon the way it was without releasing it. So it was broken. It completely broke Warzone for about a day. It took them about 2 days to nerf it, which is nuts. But when equipping the fully automatic barrel and the 80-round drum, the weapon's damage is reduced by 25%. Or so they want you to think. I saw a tweet from JGod that I'll be sure to link in the description and put in the video that says that it only does it on the akimbo, or that it does it to the akimbo as well. So we'll have to look more into that. Maybe I can clarify that a little bit later in this video. Oh, actually, my writer Taylor's all over it. The studio with Raven Software would later clarify that this damage reduction only applies when the Sorokin 140mm auto and 80-round drum are paired. So you shouldn't see a damage reduction when using just one of these attachments. So single fire, or not single fire, but a single Sykov with full auto and like the 20-round mag, or akimbo, unless what JGod is saying is true, should still be very, very viable and allow you to grab Ghost from your first class instead of needing overkill, so it's still a bit too strong. The update also included fixes to the sniper glint bug in Warzone. Previously, as long as you had a variable zoom equipped on Modern Warfare weapons and Cold War weapons, your weapon wouldn't have a glint, and you could clearly see why that's an issue. Nobody likes getting sniped when they can't tell what the hell is happening, where it's coming from, and it kind of made it way easier to get wins. Wins also weren't tracking for a while, but I've seen multiple people tag me in tweets that say that they are tracking properly now, as well as all the other stats. So we'll be looking into seeing if Raven can offer any clarity on that in the near future. All right, so let's get on to the actual broken down patch notes. So the RCXD has been removed from buy stations and is now only available via containment monitors, which are the zombie monitors that we saw before that show you how high the overall outbreak percentage is. That will eventually lead to Verdansk being changed forever. But the big thing about that is that for some reason, somebody had the great idea that the RCXD should go in the spot where the loadout drop marker used to be. So everybody would just press up one time and try to buy their loadout drop, and lo and behold, they buy a RCXD, and then they try to do it again, and they buy an RCXD again. And that was quite frustrating. So that's nice to see that it's been fully removed. I didn't expect them to fully remove it. I don't think many people did, but at least they fixed that slight quality of life issue that was really bugging a lot of top quality players, because Warzone's a game all about speed, and you really need to be able to grab that loadout ASAP before you get domed. The next issue is fixed an issue causing players to be unable to equip armor plates after activating certain kill streaks or field upgrades. And this issue was actually caused by using stopping power. It caused a multitude of issues. So as far as I know, stopping power was the main cause of this. It should be removed from Warzone anyways, in my opinion, but they fixed that for us. The containment protocol missiles will no longer land in the play area. And we actually tweeted a clip of one of the missiles, and we said Verdansk has officially been nuked. And it's just this missile is the size of Kaylee's dildo, and it's going straight into the ground, dude. Just straight into the ground. I don't know why I compared that to Kaylee's dildo. That's just the first thing that I thought of that was funny but stupid. So, yeah, that's kind of goofy. Okay, and thank God the containment protocol missiles have had their sound effects volumes reduced. That was ridiculous, along with the Amber Alert sounding containment protocol level 4. You could not tell what the hell that dude was saying. Unless you know Russian and speak it fluently, there's no reason we should have to listen to it every game. We got the point. Same thing issue as the original cutscene where the Vodyanoi was coming into Verdansk. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand why the volume for all that stuff is 10 times louder than the rest of the game. They also fixed a bug causing loadout drops to block movement and projectiles after the crate collapses. So what they're saying is They fixed it to where you don't get stuck in them, and you shouldn't be allowed to get in them anymore. People used to abuse that for W's. Kingslayer trios, the gas circle will no longer move completely outside of the play area. So that happened a lot. I got tagged in a lot of pictures that I'll try to put one up in the video of circles literally in the ocean or completely outside of the play map, because Kingslayer works completely differently than normal trios or any form of Warzone. And it was ridiculous. What the hell do you do? Everybody just stands there and dies? I don't know. Blueprints, who cares? The SWAT Master blueprint now correctly displays the electric dismemberment icon. All right, so now let's get on into the attachments. Fixed a bug with the Modern Warfare sniper scope and variable zoom scope where they were not displaying glint. JGod is the one who pretty much made this mainstream. There's nothing wrong with that. He got it fixed. If you complain about YouTubers who post Warzone content and do the nitty-gritty deep diving to find out what's wrong with the game, stop it. It makes zero sense to get mad at people creating content for actually exposing some of these issues, because there are issues in games that would never get found. Guys like him and True Game Data and Exclusive Ace are deep diving into the actual mechanics of the game for us. There's no reason to give them any hate about it. It is not his fault. It is the game's fault. He simply was the man to make it public, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it was public before him. I shouldn't say he made it public. It's not his fault that he has power or a pool. Fixed a bug with Modern Warfare weapon perks where they were not having their intended effects. Okay, so this affected sleight of hand, recon, all types of weapon perks. So we will test that out in a minute and find out if it's true. But I do believe that would be true. I can't believe that all this Cold War weapon tuning and stuff affected Modern Warfare weapons that were perfectly fine in Warzone as negatively as it has. It's not. It's quite frankly, it's crazy. Fixed a bug with the bullseye reticle where it would sometimes cause frame rate issues or the disappearance of UI elements. I was tagged in that a lot. I've seen what it does, but I'm glad they fixed it. Apparently, a lot of people were having issues with that. I don't use the bullseye reticle though, So now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, the good stuff that you guys want to know about, which is what did they do to the Sykov to nerf it? So the Sorokin 140mm auto barrel has had his hip spread increase, so you're no longer shooting laser beams at 12 meters at people with 160 rounds. The akimbo movement speed has been reduced by 5%. I mean, that's pretty good. The 80-round drums movement speed has also been reduced by 5%, so you put the two together on top of the 25% damage nerf that they had. They shouldn't be good as long as they implemented this patch and what they meant to do correctly. Okay, and they say it right here. When you use the two in tandem, damage is reduced by 25%. So it should almost put the Sykov Akimbo full auto 80 rounds. It should take them out of the immediate meta. You would be better off with a Fafar. It seems like that's what they're trying to do. Or an SMG of some sort. But there's their tweet about it, and they also clarified down here. So that literally is all of the patch notes for right now. There's nothing more to add to it. Let's see if we can go to Twitter real quick. Boop. And go to JGod, because I heard that he tweeted something about this. Okay. So JGod quote tweeted them and said, odd, but the damage is reduced in akimbo, not when you use the auto barrel and mag. Single with 140mm auto barrel and 80 round mag still do the normal damage. Akimbo was actually reduced by 25%. So instead of doing it to the Sykov in the way that they stated they did, they're doing it this way. Single time to kill, 8 to 10 shots. You know, that's still a very good secondary. That is a very good secondary to be able to grab Ghost with, and it's very accurate. Like, that pistol is very accurate for full auto. The akimbo time to kill is still insane. 307 milliseconds. I mean, they're doing better. So this was one of the quickest updates to a completely broken weapon that we've seen, and I think the community as a whole appreciates the quick response from them, because it was the guns just dominated. You couldn't go inside of a house. But that pretty much covers it for today's patch notes. don't forget to stay tuned because we are also going to cover what we like to call around here. We like to call it the real patch notes because we get community feedback. We find out what's broken, like JGod just did, that wasn't implemented correctly, and we put it into a big long list that's basically patch notes, and we release it for you as we find it out, and we try to keep it updated. So make sure you stay tuned to that. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. I hate saying that, but it helps me so much, and it lets me know that you're enjoying the content or if I need to change the content. But until next time, this is Modern Warzone. I'm Doug Dagnabbit. We're going dark.